Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to talk about how we can integrate SQL servers with Excel. We'll be extracting some data from SQL servers and then bringing it down to Excel. And from there we can create certain visualizations or summary tables in the form of pivot tables. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to create a new Excel file. I'm just typing in Excel, and here we have a new Excel file. I'm just going to save my file, save as, browse, and let's give it a name. We'll call it SQL 1. Save. And the very first thing that we need to do is we need to go to the data tab. Over here in the data tab, as you can see, you have different sources from which you can connect. We need to connect from a SQL server. So we go to from other sources from SQL server. And over here, we need to put the server name. The server name is available in your SQL Server Management Studio. If you go to connect over here, you can see the name under database engine. This is the server name. I'm just going to do a right click, copy, and all I need to do is paste it over here. Windows authentication works fine for me. If you do not have a Windows authentication, you just need to put your ID and password. Over here, as you can see, I have the option to choose any of the databases that I want. Let's choose SLA because I have most of my tables over here in SLA. And in this particular table, as you can see, you have different kind of tables called deliveries, employees, and so on. I'm going to take up a specific table called match. Match basically has information related to IPL and starting from season 2008 to season 2007, sorry, 2008 till 2017, we'll be seeing data over here in the match table. The moment I do next and finish, it will ask me where do I want to put this particular table. So I'm going to put it in the exact existing worksheet at cell A1. There you go. The moment I do OK, you can see it has put all the data which was there in Excel file. So now we have data coming in from the SQL itself. Okay, so over here, if you do a right click, refresh, your data will be refreshed anytime, any moment, whenever you want. And this particular data consists of, as you can see, there is a specific column for serial number. Then you have seasons. If you see, you have drop downs over here where you can go and check what are the values. And you also have dates as to when these matches happened and what were the teams who won the toss, right? So this is a plain and simple extraction of data without any change, without making any change. The table that was already existing SQL, we have pulled it in that particular format. We can also, create certain changes. We'll see it in a different video, how you can make changes, or you can write a SQL query to modify your data and then extract it and pull it in Excel, because that makes it very compact and ready to use. However, over here, as I said, I have the data over here, and then we can create some summarizations in the form of pivot tables. So let's create a pivot table over here. I'm selecting the data. For that, you need to do Control A. As you can see, the data has been selected. Now we can either use the shortcut for pivot table. I'm going to create a pivot table, or you can do an insert pivot table. That works fine. I generally use the shortcut called Alt and V. That helps me to get the pivot table made using the buttons itself. So as you can see, it is extracting the data from table itself. And the moment I do OK, it will be creating a pivot table in a new worksheet. So now I have the data over here in a new sheet. All I can do is say, suppose I want to see who won maximum matches in which season. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use season. I'm going to put it in rows, and let's put the winners overhead. Right? So I'm putting the winners overhead in columns, and let's put the ID overhead in values. So as you can see, you are able to generate a particular report where we are getting the total number of matches in each and every season and how many teams won how many matches in each and every season. All right, if I want to convert it into a specific chart, all I need to do is I need to select the data, and I'll have to just create a chart. We go to insert, we can create a line chart, and not very clear overhead, but works fine if you just look at each and every team one by one. Or maybe we can just shift this particular chart in a different sheet. So I'm doing Control A, or just do a copy, Control C. We create another sheet overhead and then paste. So now this particular chart will be directly connected to that table that I've extracted from SQL, and any change happening in that particular table will be directly reflecting in the chart itself. If we want, we can just hide this particular sheet for simplicity, and over here, all you need to do is you need to select your specific champion. For example, if I choose Chennai Super Kings, so you can see number of matches they won, like in 2008. Okay, let's put a data label over here. We do right click and add data labels. As you can see, in 2008 they won 9 matches, in 2009 they won 8, and so on. So the graph clearly shows more matches in 2011, 2013, but obviously the number of matches must have also been greater. No doubt on that. And similarly, like if you want to compare any two teams, for example, we want to compare Mumbai Indians with Chennai Super Kings, the El Clasico matches. So as you can see, there has obviously, like, for 2 years, there was no Chennai Super Kings. 2016, 2017, there was a ban, and hence no matches on the name of Chennai Super Kings, but we definitely see matches being won by Mumbai Indians. And initially, Mumbai Indians didn't fare well, didn't win a lot of matches, but later on, definitely since 2010, there was a tremendous change, and it reflected in the subsequent years. So well and good, that is exactly how we'll be doing using SQL and the connections. And as I said, we'll be seeing another video where we'll be modifying our query instead of just extracting the whole table. Thank you so much.